Hello everyone, Rob back from Infinite Combo with part 2 of our Gears 5 Tour of Duty and Medal informational series. So part 2 is going to be Horde, all of the medals that you can earn here, as well as a little information on your Tour of Duty objectives for the game mode itself. Now, there are a whole bunch of medals that will go across all of your progress of everything in this game, including damage, executions, headshots, kills and eliminations, revives, all that stuff you should be focusing on while you're playing all of the game modes anyways. If you have a precision rifle, focus on headshots just to get them, but that's all kind of basics. Now, daily Tour of Duty objectives, every once in a while you will get one to complete a Horde match. Now, I have tested this. You do not have to do the entire 1 through 50 in order to get this. You also do not need to play in a public lobby to do this. You can open up a private game, play by yourself, start at wave 50. As long as you complete it, you will complete it. Now, one of the Horde-specific medals that you need to earn is to complete a Horde match with every character. That would be Kate, Del, JD, Jack, Foz, and Marcus. So if you wanted to do this easy, just load up wave 50. Win. You'll need help if you're gonna do this as Jack. You'll probably need at least one other person because the AI probably won't be able to do it themselves. So most of the characters have their own unique modes that they need to complete. So, as you can see in the background gameplay, I'm kind of just running around retrocharging everything. That is because Kate's is to get 150 executions. So, I just loaded up the game. Kate starts with a Retro Lancer. You can just retrocharge into pretty much everything except for the larger enemies and the smaller enemies, and it counts as an execution. Basically, if you pick them up with the Retro, it's an execution. Now, Kate also starts with the Talon Pistol. So if you didn't get your 300 Talon Pistol kills in Escape, you can do them here. I still think it's easier in Escape than it is here, even with the limited ammo. Next would be JD. He has a medal requiring you to get 500 Lancer GL grenade kills. Now, just playing the game, you'll kind of get this naturally, but if you wanted to grind it out, the easiest thing I've found to do is to start on wave 41 and use all of your Lancer GL shots, and then just rebuy a Lancer GL from the Fabricator. Now, if you start in later waves in this game, eventually it starts giving you power right off the bat, so you can use that to your advantage. Basically, I just got Lancer GL kills until I ran out of money, quit, went back to the lobby, started over on wave 41. You probably get about, depending on how well you group up the enemies, 30 to 40 kills per run. Takes maybe about 20 to 25 minutes to do. Not too bad. Could be a lot worse. For Marcus, it's to get 500 headshots. The easiest way to do that with him is to just get enough power until you can buy a Retro Lancer or a little bit more powerful of a rifle and just very carefully get headshots with it. You can still use the Snub Pistol. You can with the Lancer and the Hammer Burst. It's just sometimes the weapon spread makes a rogue bullet down an enemy instead of headshot them. For Del, you need to build 300 fortifications. I found the easiest way to do this is to just boot up the game on wave 50. You'll start with 55,000 power, grab the Fabricator, and just build fences until you run out of power, and then restart and just rinse and repeat. It took me about an hour to get the 300 this way. Now, of course, if you want to level up your characters, you can play this and you'll get it naturally while doing other stuff. I was just trying to rank up my medals as fast as possible to try to get to General, which I still have not gotten. The final character-specific one is to get 1,000 assists as Jack. This isn't too bad. You can actually do it by yourself as long as you leave the AI bots on and just kind of run around, damage every enemy a little bit, and then let the bots finish them off, and you'll get assists. I just played with some friends. I still haven't gotten the 1,000 assists, but I want to say I played probably about 15 waves with 2 people playing as Jack, and I got about 250 assists, so I did about a quarter of it in 15 waves. It's not too bad as long as you literally just run around, deal a small amount of damage to every single enemy you find, and then let your friends clean up the kills. So that's kind of the stuff for each individual character. Some of the stuff you can do easily here too is you need to get 100 Lancer GL kills for your weapons medal. So you can just do that with JD, and that you can get with just the actual like gun portion. You don't have to be getting kills with the grenade for it to count. Again, the Talon pistol kills you can get with Kate. You need to get 100 kills with the Claw machine gun, which a lot of times I've noticed starting around wave 6 or wave 7, you'll start getting drone elites that have the Claw. So you can just kind of pick one up once you get to that wave and use that to get to 100 kills. It doesn't take very long. Obviously, if you're playing with a group, you can get the revives. That will be helpful. And then, of course, you have all of your Juvie kills, drone kills, Scion kills, boss kills. Those will all count. Pretty much any enemy that appears with a large health bar that you can see on, on the environment, they will count. So sometimes on wave 25, you'll get Stumps and Guardians that have the big giant health bar, and those will count as a boss. So then, of course, there's also one for completing 5 matches. Again, you can do this at just wave 50 if you want. You have to survive 250 waves of Horde. You have to deal 10 million damage in Horde, get 5,000 kills in Horde, and collect 1 million power in Horde. The power, I do believe you have to pick up yourself. Even the power you get from teammates does not count. So, a lot of that stuff will just happen over time. I found picking up power was a little easier when I was doing my assists as Jack, only because Jack cloaks automatically, so you can kind of run around the map a little bit, plus you can fly over stuff that most characters can't get over. So you can kind of, if people are killing enemies far away, you can grab that power easily. So Jack might be the easier one to get the power, but it's going to be so long. That is definitely the one that's taking me the longest to get, that I would just count on it happening from just playing. Really, like, if you get the ones that you want to focus on, like the executions, the fortifications built, and then just kind of play Horde, you'll get the rest of them. So that's kind of the easy way to get some of these. The last one I'm going to do is going to be a focus on versus multiplayer. This will probably be, depending on how good of a player you are, the longest. So I'll get some footage, and we'll get that up. And until next time, take care.